And we are back, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, for the start of our MVC Valpo Rocket League versus Illinois State. I'm your host, Idem. I'm here with my co-host.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're coming off the loss of the Missouri State game from a little bit earlier today, so going to hopefully make a couple of corrections here, be able to start off strong. And it looks like Illinois State has a different plan for that. Miller being able to get the first goal of the game here, 4 minutes 42 left on the clock.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a completely new roster. 3 new players from last year for Illinois State. So a bit of a difference in on the Valpo side. We actually have the unlined cone coming in for CQ9 to switch it up, which has been pretty typical. They've kind of went back and forth with their substitute role. Unlined cone, almost own goal in there. Great 50 out of Bob. That one pinches off in Valpo's favor, but Troy will be able to collect using the Venom, which is very interesting. The car you never see. That was a great pinch, though. Sent it to Valpo's half, and Valpo is just going to be struggling again with boost management in this game, it appears.
About to say, but Miller right there, second goal of the game, immediately being able to score. Yeah, swapping up the roster a little bit, just getting another feel for it. Illinois State, again, being one of the stronger teams in the league, so definitely kind of a trial by fire here, swapping the rosters.
Yeah, I mean, they're in first place at the moment, and I don't know if anyone's competed, really. I don't know if they've lost the game yet, so this is not just going to be a Valpo thing. I think this is the entire league is dealing with this, unfortunately, and Miller's going to find a third one already.
It's a clean setup, too.
Great
coming
pass.
Off the wall from Troy.
Yeah, great pass out of Troy. Have the read out of the corner, the knockdown around Street there, and they will put that one in. Best of 5, though, just like the last one, so only game number 1. Actually, still 4 minutes remaining, basically, for Valpo.
Yeah, the time stop is definitely starting to catch up here. It's 3-0 as a minute chugs down. Jank be able to get this back to orange side, at least trying to get on some kind of offensive, but it's immediately going to get picked up. Troy looking for the double tap off the wall, not going to be able to find it. Street Fair getting in the middle of that. Miller looking for another setup. The shot on goal is going to get blocked by Street Fair one more time, flying again, and he's going to clear this back to midfield. Valpo's going to be on their first offensive streak. Street Fair taking it out over the middle, looking for the setup over the Jank, but doesn't have it. Unline Cone also being able to get back here. It's going to be a 2v2. Troy looking for the setup off the wall, coming over the middle, but Miller with a quick demo is going to clear this goal a little bit more open. Van looking for something, not going to be able to find it, but Troy on the setup. Street Fair being able to pull it back out. You're going to see these shots just going back and forth here. Illinois State kind of controlling the offense as best they can, but Jank clearing it out at least to midfield. Hopefully, they're going to be able to put up a couple more shots before this offensive spree is over, but it looks like Troy coming up over the side from the setup off Miller is going to end that, and Illinois State looking for their 4th goal of the game. A nice save from Jank, though, and they are kind of stuck in the middle. We're going to have to see what Bob wants to set up here.
Yeah, not going to be able to find anything, but going to buy a lot of time for his teammates to collect boost and get back into this offensive play. Good save out of Jank. Street Fair jumps a little early, maybe got fake. Gets it around 1 still, though, and Jank with a 50. Street Fair goes up, but there's not going to be anyone for Valpo. Jank's actually going to go up for this and going to find it. I'm not sure what happened with Troy there inside the net. Was definitely back plenty early here. Came off the sidewall and then just, accidentally backflipped, yeah. But hey, that puts Valpo on the board with exactly, half the game remaining.
Hey, you take them when they come, right? Nothing you can say about that. But Miller looking to hit it off the ground, not going to be able to find the bounce there, though, as Jank takes it up out over to midfield. Going to force Illinois State back on defense as Troy sets it up off the left. He's going to be looking for some kind of pass over the middle, and there it is. The shot actually directly straight to the corner off the top. That's going to go in and instantly bump them back up to that 3-goal lead they had.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that it hit the bar and went down. Like to see a closer replay there. That one looked a little high, but I'm sure that's what Street Fair was assuming. A little high, that's going to bounce off and out. You're looking for that counterattack off it. Off the ball shooting out, it just somehow goes down in. Sometimes the geometry in Rocket League is a little weird. Good dunk out of Jank. Going to get demoed, though, so Street Fair going to be first to this. Unline Cone actually jumps at it. I don't know if that kind of threw Street Fair off or what, and then he flails around a little bit. Jank, though, able to recover for Valpo. Street Fair up early, gets the 50 with Troy. Troy lands on the ball, though, and pinches this out, and it leaves Unline Cone, who accidentally centers it. Luckily, Illinois State's not going to be able to find anything off of that. Yeah, that ball went the complete opposite direction of where it needed to be.
It was a little bit ugly from both teams there.
Yeah.
got a little bit lucked out on our side at least, but the
Oh
shot over
no,
the middle,
that was a ghost touch, 100%. I don't know what angle we'll get in the replay here, but yeah, of course we're on the farthest away guy. But in live time, if you hit a instant replay there and rewind, you'll see that ball actually does hit Jank's car, and that's just unfortunately server side and client side not agreeing on what happened, and that puts the lead for Illinois State up to 4. Good bump there on the Bob, sends this one into the orange half for Valpo, but it's around Street Fair, and there's a counterattack opportunity. Troy not able to find anything. Jank will send this out to midfield. Street Fair is going to be the first one there. Looks for a shot early. Not able to find anything, but here's some offense maybe for Valpo. Good out of Street Fair, but this could be rough. Now, great 50 out of the Jank. He kind of keeps it in the Illinois State half, but I mean, the opportunities are few and far between for Valpo right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting any kind of offense that you can. They're going to take it up off the top, at least get slowed down by Jake. Kind of shot back over to this middle. Street Fair going up for it. Still going to get contested here. Jake looking for it, just doesn't have the angle. Going to set it up to unline cone. Unline cone getting shot out by Troy there. And then the pass to Miller coming up over the middle. It's going to be a bit wide. Miller looking for the redirect. Not going to be able to find it. Troy dumping up here. You still have 3 for Illinois State stuck here, but 30 seconds left on the clock. Valpo needs to score now.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time even if they do score now. Bob looking to run out the clock here, and I think Valpo knows Jank's just kind of sitting there, not even approaching the ball. 10 seconds remaining, scoring 4 goals is going to be basically impossible. One more shot. Bob's going to put that one in and extend this game a little longer. You got to wait through the goal replay now, but that will be game number 1 going to Illinois State. But, you know, Valpo did manage to find the back of the net. And, the scoring definitely slowed down partway through that game, but the beginning was just a little rough. I think there was 2 goals in less than 30 seconds, so...
Yeah, just picked up a little bit too quick for them. We saw that kind of be the common error between both games as well. The tempo just being a little bit too quick for Valpo, but obviously, series not done. It's going to be a best of 5. Illinois State going up 1-0, and we will catch you guys at the start of game 2. And we are back, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, for the start of our second game of this Illinois State versus Valpo MVC Rocket League. Illinois State being up 1-0 right now in the series. They won 1-6 last game, I believe. So now moving into this, hopefully Valpo going to be able to slow it down a little bit. We saw at the start of that last game, Illinois State just put up way too much in the first minute. That it became really, really hard to come back from this. Troy, be able to dribble it off here. Miller with the demo and goal is just going to leave it wide open. There's just nobody else on Valpo to be able to take that. And that's going to be 1-0 for Illinois State already in this game.
Yeah, Street Fair getting caught in the net with 2 players already up past the ball. Just leaves that open for Troy, and it's rough for Valpo. In a game where they played the majority of it in the offensive half, find themselves down early.
Yeah, no, but now going up off the wall, Troy look for any kind of rebound. Going to be able to block it there, and then a chip up again is going to take this on the blue side. Jank trying to slow it down, but Miller with a nice shot. He's just waiting right in the perfect spot there to be able to take that away.
Yeah, this ball unfortunately kind of just got passed right on top of him there. That touch from Jank, and then able to find the tight angle. Street Fair getting harassed in the net again.
I mean, they're just... their offense is just really, really well put together. I mean, you can see that right there. It's going off the corner. Miller looking to set up a shot again. Oh my goodness, the Hezzy. He's got to. He's just letting it rock. Honestly, I respect that. You got to give it to him at least a little bit. He got one, but demolition right there for Jake. Going to be able to at least clear it out. Valpo hopefully going to be able to get something started, but Bob missing the shot. Troy gonna be able to take this off the wall to set up over the mid, or excuse me, over the middle to Miller. Goes off the corner, just finds the crossbar, not going to be able to actually punch it in there. Street Fair now on the offensive, on the offensive, Miller going to be able to at least deflect it a little bit, but 3 minutes 40 left on the clock. These kind of back and forth. Valpo needs to get something concrete set up. Cone with a nice bump there, being able to pull them off center, but Miller immediately just on the offensive again. You're going to see Illinois State with the setup, being able to get it over one. Bobvan kind of interrupting his own team, even though Troy gets the demolition at midfield. They are going to be back on offense, at least pushing this out as Jank misses the contest here. Miller with the shot over the middle, trying to set up anything, but there's nobody to follow up for Illinois State. And it's gotten a little bit scrappier over these last couple of seconds here, but Pavel, really nice setup in the air there, going to be able to move it to 3-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jank does miss there. Unlike Cone, tries to come from the side, runs out of boost partway through, and lets Bob put it in the back of the net. 3-goal lead for Illinois State here in this second game. Kickoff in Illinois State's favor. Bob looks for a reset, does not find one. Street Fair with the clear, but it's just, once again, not far enough to get past the line that's been set up by the other team. So Valpo is just not able to break out. You lose one boost out of your corner, and then you're in a very rough, perpetual cycle of not being able to get into offense.
Yeah, I mean, a good setup from Jank right there, but it's off a little bit. I mean, enough for them to return this immediately. Street Fair taking this great shot over the middle. Not going to be able to find anything, though, as Cone looks for the set. Not going to be able to find it. Street Fair Jank looking for some kind of play over the middle to pass to Street Fair. Street Fair coming around the side, but just didn't get the angle he wanted. Troy with the save, and now they're back on offense. Illinois State looking for the setup over the middle. Pass for Miller, looking at Bob. Bob not going to be able to get it. Jank flies through. You still have Street Fair in the goal to defend against them again, and he doesn't get it, but Troy, third person in charge. 1, 2, 3, and then going to pump it in for the fourth goal.
Yeah, the pinch out of Street Fair, unfortunately, did not go far enough, and no one from Valpo going to be able to get back to it. Making this a 4-goal lead here in the second game.
Yeah, I mean, now Valpo's got to start picking something up. I feel like it's been the same story for a lot of these goals as well. So any kind of correction that can be made is definitely much needed. Okay, off the wall. Van just setting it up over the middle. There's another goal here. Going to be 5-0 at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, Jake just going for a redirect and doesn't make any contact with the ball. Kind of leaves Street Fair in an awkward position because you want to trust in your teammate to make the touches they're going for. You don't want to be the guy playing the, well, if you miss it, I'll be here just in case role, because then if he doesn't, you're out of position that way. So it's better to trust in your teammate's ability to hit the ball and be out of place if they don't.
Yep,
But
yeah,
Illinois State right back on offense. Not able to find anything. Dribbling this one back into their own corner. Troy's going to have it with about 50 boosts to take to the air. Goes off the ceiling. Not going to be able to get a reset, but it does become a pass. And Miller not able to find the back of the net there. Street Fair demoed again. Valpo getting out aggression in this game too. Good opportunity by Jank. It won't find the back of the net. Unlike Cone, puts it central, but no one's ready on either team.
Got a flag. Looks like they're slowing it down a little bit. I mean, you've got a minute left. Jank being able to take it off the wall and set up over the middle with Street Fair. Street Fair with the shot, but Troy in goal being able to save that. They go up for it. Not going to be able to find it. Both Cone and player from Illinois State miss it. So with 1 minute left, it's going to be just a scrap here, but the shot over the middle. Oh my goodness, a nice bump there from unlicensed Cone being able to play defense, and then Jank hitting it up over the middle. Shot kind of getting really dangerous over that side, but gonna be able to close it out there as Jake now takes it back over the side. Miller propping it up a little bit, looking for any kind of offense here as 35 seconds left on the clock, and Illinois State just no signs of shot, no signs of stopping this.
Valpo definitely going to be looking to game number 3 here. Good by Jake to get back to that one. Probably was going to find back of the net. Miller jumps up, going to be able to knock it, but just sideways. Gets a reset and buys a little more time. Street Fair not going to be able to get any kind of touch on it. Jank does get the beat here. Street Fair looking for the redirect. A little tap down to Jank, and unfortunately the best opportunity Valpo's had will get saved and stuffed on the goal line. Bob up early, has a touch, but not able to find anything else off of it. That will be game number 2 going to Illinois State in this best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, same story, right? It's Illinois State just has a lot more of a cohesive plan. I feel like that comes with the roster. That comes with being able to sub in and out people, trying to get new shots, new looks for different people. Is that Illinois State just has really really clean setups and they're just outplaying pretty much across the field right now. So Valpo going into this third game, gonna have to look to get anything up here. Hopefully, as we're just gonna load in right now and be able to run it. Just gotta look for any kind of spark here as Illinois State being up 2-0 right now, looking to just close the series out off this game itself.
Yeah, I mean, but the great thing is it's a clean slate here, and Valpo can find their way back into this possibly. Players up early for Illinois State. This is when Valpo needs to get on the offensive and attack, and everyone just left the ball there for Valpo. I'm not sure what the game plan was when they had their counterattack opportunity. They all just kind of dispersed and scrambled away, and that's going to be a great shot out of Troy. I think he might have even got a frontwards reset, which doesn't happen too often here. And a little lean back instead of going upside down. Puts that one in. Illinois State takes an early lead here in game number 3.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like.
Oh, no one on Valpo went for it.
Wow.
I'm not sure why.
What's going on here, everyone?
Someone's got to go for the kickoff, otherwise that will happen.
I mean, there's no better clip to kind of show how we feel right now. I feel like nobody's going for it. I was about to say it just feels like a lot of the Valpo shots are really weak. Not really getting any shots that you want or any kind of strong returns on defense. So, Illinois State's kind of just free to set up and shoot however they want. And the demolition in the goal there is going to be able to clear off Valpo's defense. Because now it's just a free shot over the middle.
Yeah, the demo there on to Street Fair yet again opens it up for Illinois State. And I mean, this is a 3-goal lead, and we're not even a minute into this third game.
Yep. I mean, just flying around, not being able to find anything. Street Fair, again, goes up with it, but it's just not the setup it's looking for. Jank does return it, can at least force Illinois State back, but unless he's got some kind of plan here, it's just going to get stuck on the wall, and yeah, it's instantly taken away from it here. Because now, unlike Cone being able to come around the corner, at least block it off a little bit, and chip out here, but again, not really any strong taps. It's all kind of just floating however Illinois State wants it to float, and makes it really hard to set up anything on the side of Valpo as Miller comes around the corner, going to be able to get the demolition and clear the ball off the wall here. Tips it up at least a little bit. Street Fair gets bumped out by Bob Van. It is going to at least clear out back to orange side. Troy, the only one in the goal here. Jake went for some kind of reset. Cone getting bumped off by Miller at midfield, and now Street Fair kind of coming around the corner. This is the best shot Valpo has at any kind of setup, but it's instant cleared back, and then off the top, looking for any kind of rebound. Troy still over the middle. At least passes out to Bob. Bob misses out. I just realized it's Bob Evan. It's Bob Evan, right? Okay. Just wanted to make sure, but yeah, Troy coming around the corner. Looking for kind of chip. Actually, Bob Evan sounds so nice right now.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, I haven't been there in so long. I love their breakfast. It used to be like my family thing back in Ohio, but no. Now Troy tripping off. See, now I'm just hungry. It's a 3-0 right now in the series. Illinois State up 2-0. 2 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock, and my stomach grumbles.
Yeah, they've actually been playing 2v2 for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's been going much better. Unlike Cohen has found himself in a Rule 1 back here with Miller.
Yep. It's still a Rule 1 even if it's their backs, right?
Yeah, it's anytime you're stopped like that
Gotcha.
with another car.
Interesting.
Jake looks to take that one away from Bob.
Hello.
Will actually jump on board though. Street
Yeah.
Fair, I think, got caught mid-flip, unfortunately, there with the ball.
Man.
The Rule 1's over. Yeah, I actually just own goaled that one off of the flip. which is unfortunate. Sometimes not much you can do about that. You get caught mid flip, you can't turn, you can't stop. Um, you hit the ball in. Unline cone gets beat to the kickoff. Jank with the 50, it kind of floats out for Illinois State. Miller, actually, 4 players, not going to make any kind of contact there.
Yeah, I mean, now up a little bit here. The Boosts are looking really nice for Illinois State. Is the shot over the middle. There's a setup and there's a goal. To be fair, being able to be the first person on the board here.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Crazy angle to put it back right, especially when Troy is in the back right of the net. Just sliding it over him and putting Valpo on the board here in the game number 3.
I love to see it. I mean, show a little bit of life there. There's 2 minutes left on the clock, but now Troy looking for some kind of set, and they're just sitting in goal now. Looking for the corner. Unlike Cone, Demolition coming around the side. Like to see him alive a little bit here as Jake takes it up over the middle. Bob still being able to at least push this back out, chips it up away from Street Fair, sets it back up to Troy. Troy looking to pass off to Miller around the middle here, but Jake gonna interrupt it, shoot it back, and unlike Cone, I think he's just going for rule ones on people. I think that's his game plan right now. I think that's why he got the demolition from earlier. He's literally lining himself up to rule 1 everybody around here so that they can just play a 2v2 with Jake and Street Fair.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works, right?
What a play.
There's demos going back and forth everywhere.
Yep, and they just forgotten about the ball. Troy's dribbling it back to his own lane. Yep, he's just dribbling it around the corner. There's going to be a minute left. Everybody's just driving for each other. Unlike Cone hasn't even looked at the ball in the past, like, 2 minutes. He's just been flying at other people. Oh, okay, there was one try. He gave it a little bit of effort, at least. You let us see it. But time to go back to killing people.
What a great end here for game number 3. Jank up really early, not able to
find
it.
He got one. Hey! I see you. It's the 3rd rule 1, I think, of this game. The second one of them broke accidentally, but like just off a bump. But the other 2, he's just been locking people, and now it's a 2v2. I think we might be having a 1v1. Yeah, Troy's just observing the. It's actually a 2v1 because Troy's just looking at the rule 1 on the other side of the field. But I mean, 1-4, 0 seconds left. Jank, the only one to defend this, just gonna have to put it down here. But, yep, it's gonna tap. And although a little bit of a comedic loss there in the very last game, it will still be a loss. Illinois State being able to go up 3-0 against Valpo here and take the series. So Valpo going 0-2 on the day.
Yeah, what are probably considered the 2 best teams in the Missouri Valley Conference for Rocket League, at least.
Yep.
Gonna be taking that, not too shocking. That game, realistically, was only 1v3, or 1-3. For some reason, no one went for Valpo on that one kickoff. So not too bad, honestly, across the board. Especially, you know, when you're playing with two of your players that played across both series play Overwatch and not Rocket League ever, except for game days and the very small practice times they have. Compared to everyone else in the lobby who's gonna have thousands of hours in Rocket League. So
not much you can do.
Yeah, it happens, unfortunately. You know, Saturn's Belt. Now you've seen we need you. You gotta find us. We're here. We'll be here. Hope
this was a good advertisement, man. Hey, hope it was great.
That's the best advertisement. He saw that we need a savior.
Yeah, literally.
That's Saturn's
You were worried
Belt.
about your rank. Dude, you'll fit.
You will be right at home here. Yep. We need a body at the moment. And you are it. We are pulling you in. There's also I don't know if you're even watching. There's another freshman coming in, so
yeah, you'll have somebody.
You'll have another freshman, to play your 4 years with. So,
but no, I think that's gonna finish it up from here. From us here in the booth today. Thank you guys for all the likes, comments, follows, and subscribes. Thank you for all the support on the last couple of streams. I've been Diadem. This is my co-host
Gio,
and we will catch you guys in the next one.